Did you know that Newmar has a mobile unit in the Phoenix area? Well, I just found out about it, and I am thrilled because I have a bedroom slide that has given me problems for years and nobody can fix it. I'm hoping he can. His name is Damian. Check out this cool rig of his. I am so excited to see what he can do. When you call customer service, just tell them you want a mobile unit and they will transfer you to the department that schedules.
Yeah, you see that?
Uh-huh.
So what I'm looking for here too is that this rod isn't slipping. We'll do it again so you can see it move a little bit. But that motor, this motor is, the gears are done.
Okay. And it's not, oh,
There you go.
it's moving a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. I think the motor, the gears inside could definitely be damaged. But it's moving.
What would have caused that?
But see how it's not even, it's
Is it just old?
probably. So again, another thing we got to think about here is, so we're bypassing the board. So if this motor is amping out over, I believe this one is either 15 amps, I think,
Yeah.
or 11 amps is what it's set for.
Yeah.
So what could have done it too if your husband put it at 20 amps and this is only meant for 15.
You mean if we turn that little screw on the board too far?
That's what that's for. Yeah.
It sends too many amps and
then
it will burn out the motor.
Yeah. So right now what we're doing is we're bypassing the board. So that's why we're able to still move it in and out. But this motor is probably pulling over 20 amps right now because it's already going bad. So it's pulling over 20 amps. The board is never going to allow that. It's going to say no.
The board stops it.
Correct. It's a safety feature. So you don't burn out your
motor.
motor.
And what makes the motor pull too many amps?
It could be anything. It could be the gears inside. It could be
something bound up in there. Yeah,
I think the brake is in here.
The motor itself.
If the brake was stuck shut, it wouldn't move at all. And maybe it's the battery. Let's give it the benefit of the doubt here.
Oh, okay.
Aren't you reading amperage, my guy? Well, it sounds a lot better with a full battery, so.
Oh, okay. It's been suggested that the carpet is so badly indented that is causing the motor to work too hard to get in and out of those indentions. The slide slicker could possibly prevent that. What do they call them?
We're gonna go ahead and put those in. We'll get it all the way out. We'll try to let it sit. That could definitely be amping it out. Okay. If you look here, how deep that goes into, the motor really needs to pull to get it in. Yes. I guarantee you if we plug it back in right now, it's gonna work.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It's not doing anything.
Press it again.
It's not doing anything. Oh man, I thought we had it. Well, definitely the carpet's an issue. Oh, okay, we're trying it again. Damn. No! Nothing. I just love how Damian just wouldn't give up. And he finally, well, I don't want to spoil the surprise.
So the only thing I could think of, since we're getting beautiful voltage here. Okay, I'm sorry, one last time.
Okay.
13.4, do it again. Okay, now I switched over to the positive. So yeah, it's doing what it's supposed to be.
But when the motor is hooked up to the board, it doesn't work.
Correct. So let's see, we'll put up this motor.
Well, the other thing we do is we try a different board because maybe the board is telling the motor something it's not supposed to be telling it.
Go ahead.
Nothing.
That is so weird. Oh. Okay. 0.70.
That's nothing.
It's literally nothing.
What's
and then
that?
watch. We're gonna do it again just so we can test it.
Okay.
Directly to the wiring without the motor. 13.4 volts.
Huh. So the motor has getting the amperage it needs. The board is giving you the voltage it needs.
So the motor could be internally grounding out. So it could be working because we're bypassing all the safety measures of it. But the board can sense if there's a bad or a faulty ground. So when you're plugging in the motor and all of a sudden, boom, it cuts it off, it's because it's finding a faulty ground. And the only place it could be. So let's do this. Let's get all this wiring out of here and make sure that the wiring looks correct. And it looks fine. It doesn't look damaged. It doesn't look...
What kind of things cause grounding errors or...
The brake could go completely out.
The brake, okay.
Yeah, the brake is in the back of the motor. It's like it's this part right here.
Yeah.
That could cause it to go out. Hook everything back up. Swap the board.
Okay.
Just make sure that it's not the board.
Make sure it's not the board.
And then we'll go something else too, just so we can.
So we've got a new board, a new salvage board hooked up to see if it's the board or not.
But let's go ahead and give it a shot. Go ahead.
Oh, it's working.
Okay, so let's let it out.
All the way.
Maybe what that board did, it locked it out permanently.
That board says F you.
Yeah. Okay, that's a healthy shut-off cycle.
Okay.
Now we're on top of this, so it should not be amping out. Let's just run it in. We'll know.
Okay, we're gonna bring it all the way in. Is that board gonna hit that, or is there room there?
I should be good.
I'm always like watching. For
Yeah.
stuff.
Hey, it's a good thing to do because I've seen people take out their nightstands.
Oh my God. Okay, here we go.
See how much easier that went?
Oh, it's going at all. You can hear that. I don't know how motor's supposed to sound, but before that motor sounded grindy.
Yeah.
So we might need a new motor at some point, but right now it should be.
Right now it should be okay.
So the board may have said no.
Maybe it was locked out. Yeah.
How do you unlock it?
I don't know. That's an old board.
That's a brand new board.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh,
yeah,
this-
but it's an old
style
programming.
Oh,
So-
okay.
I don't really know.
The newer boards are different.
Yeah, you could actually go in there and unplug stuff inside of them, but this ones are just a little bit different. I'm not gonna lie to you, tell you I know, because I don't. So
Okay, okay.
At least I'm honest.
I appreciate it.
Should amp out. Beautiful.
Now my
Lockout.
lockouts are going. I can hear them both.
Yeah.
Oh,
Beautiful. Okay.
thank God.
Let's do it again.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think this is definitely helping. It's not allowing it to sink in, letting it sink in and amp out. Just keep going all the way till you're done.
Okay.
Clean up after myself here.
I'm gonna vacuum that all out.
Beautiful. So maybe that board was locked out.
Yeah. I bet you my other board is locked out too.
We need to look. Maybe we can call Newmar and see if there's a way to
Unlock them.
unlock
That
them,
means
but-
I got two boards that could be spares.
Yeah, maybe you could send them in and then have them unlock it,
them.
and then they'll send it back to you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's weird. Usually it's not. Usually when you have it going in and out, let's just keep our fingers crossed and stay positive that
Okay.
the motor's gonna live longer.
Pay attention, because now Damian's going to teach me and us what to buy to have on hand, an inexpensive tool that can help you bring your slide in and out in the event your board goes bad. This is going to be a lot of peace of mind for me.
So what you can do is buy a little tool. They usually sell them for the bigger batteries, and this is just in case, like cover your own butt kind of thing. Where you could plug in a battery, and it'll have a red and a black wire.
Just like that little thing you
Just
have.
like I had. Obviously, I made it on site, but if you
They make one that you...
Yeah, you just literally, it'll be something like this, for example. Your battery would be connected to it and then have 2 wires coming out of it. And you literally click a switch to turn it on or to turn it off.
So you take those 2 wires off.
Yeah, these.
And
so
stick them in.
You'll follow these.
Yep.
Be like, okay, these is the power for my motor. Obviously red, power, ground, black.
Yep.
And then you'll plug it into there. And then you'll turn on the battery. If you see that it's going out further or it's like starting to click, tick, tick, turn it off and then swap the wires.
Okay.
Because the black and the red, let's say that the black to the black and the red to the red, like this.
Yeah.
This might be out and you're already all the way out.
Okay.
So you need to come in. So all you got to do is swap the red to the black and the black to the red. And then you'll start seeing it come in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's because one way... I believe it's the right way, which is red to red, black to black is out. And then if you flip it,
if you want in,
you'll just flip those 2 and then they'll start coming in. And that's what we did.
How do I get me one of them tools?
Probably Amazon.
So they're called a power wheel adapter. You want one with a switch on it so you can turn it off. I have a DeWalt old style, so I ordered this one. It was only $11. If you have the newer style DeWalt, you can get this one. And they make them for Milwaukee's as well. You'll just have to check online. While Damian was here today, he also helped answer some questions about my door latch that I was wondering about.
So when you come in here and you close the door, it needs to have movement for it to catch and move up if it needs to, or if it needs to move down, or if it needs to stay all the way down. It depends on if your coach is perfectly level or not.
I feel so grateful. Thank you, Newmar and Damian, for the 3 hours of magic. So grateful.